Hey everyone, Gail Gunn here, back for another part in this series, Becoming Organized. This is information that I wanted to share this series. Only the introduction was scripted because I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anything that I was going to say, but the rest of it's not, so I'll do my best to keep them quick and to get the information out as concise as possible. But the story that I wanted to start with today is about being more organized. I was always organized at work. Any of the office jobs that I've had, I was always super organized. Everything had a place. My desk was almost always cleared off. And the downside to being organized at work and having your space cleared off is that your boss doesn't think you have enough to do. So I was often given a lot more work. But the plus side is that it's easy to function and focus and to to get things done and being more organized. Now, the interesting thing is that I was not always organized in my personal life, and that became ever more apparent to me when when I reached a point where I was going through a couple transitions in life, major transitions in life, and found myself living in this really great building. It was a barn, but living in this building, and everything, 30 years of stuff was in one of the rooms. And the way that I like to tell the story is just like an unwelcome surprise party. Every time I opened the door, there was all my stuff. S-H-I-T, surprise, still here. And I realized that it wasn't going to go away. My things were not going to organize, sort, nor purge themselves. And so I had to go through the process. I didn't have to. I chose to go through the process of organizing everything. I got banker's boxes. There must have been 40 of them. There were so many of them. But I did. I organized everything. I like banker's boxes because they're small, compact, square, or rectangular-ish, easy to move, easy to stack. And I labeled the outside of it, so I had my decorations, I had memorabilia, I had stuff I didn't want to get rid of. Obviously, it was all stuff I didn't want to get rid of, but it was way more organized. And I felt really good. I felt really good that I finally went through everything. There was nothing left in a single trash bag. Everything was all in these same uniform boxes, and it looked really good, like I said. And then a couple months went by, and I realized I didn't actually feel any better. And how disappointing is that, to go through all this work and realize that I still had all this stuff? It was just organized. And so I used to joke that I was an organized hoarder. And that, that was because I did. I had all of these boxes and I had all this stuff in there that I wasn't even using and hadn't been using for years. It just kind of seemed to go with me because I couldn't let it go. And so I started the process of going back through everything. I took one box at a time, and I either found homes for things or got rid of it. And I really, really was diligent about paring down to what was most important, and also developing stricter guidelines for myself for bringing stuff home. Like if I went shopping, if I didn't have a place to put it, it didn't come home with me. And that was really hard. Retail therapy is a thing, and buyer's remorse is a thing. And so, they kind of, they're not really well suited together to need retail therapy and then have buyer's remorse. So it was just easier to develop this habit of not bringing stuff home anymore. And, when I say have a home, it was like when I would go out and buy something, I knew exactly where it was going to go when I got it home, so I could unpack it right away and start to enjoy its beauty and its all of its awesomeness. But if I didn't have a place, I wasn't like, oh, I'll find a place, because that would end up in a bag in the bottom of a closet somewhere. So anyway, but it really did. That's what started the journey to being more organized, and to letting the way that I was organized in my professional life carry over into being more organized in my personal life. And it made a world of difference. I mean, so many things started to open up for me when I just got rid of the clutter, when I just let it go. And it's not as easy said. It's not as easy done as it is said. That is true. Because we do have an emotional attachment to things, and we do have reasons for holding on to things. I can say, though, having been on that side and being on this side, that it's amazing what a difference letting go of what no longer serves us can do. And knowing that what we keep now, when we revisit it in, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever, it may change. Because I continue to pare down. I continue to let things go. Sometimes they're good things. They're just, they're not, there isn't a place for them, or, I've changed, or things like that. So anyway, it's just to say that it's an amazing journey of transformation when you can let go of things. Sorry, my son just scared me. And also that there's a difference between being organized, tidy, and clean. And so I just wanted to mention that real quick. We have a little visitor. Hey, sweetie. Between being organized, tidy, and clean. And so, keep that in mind, that we could be organized or tidy or clean. We could be all of them. We could be one of them, any combination of them. But anyway, I thank you for joining me for this part of the series. I hope that in some way it was helpful. And either getting to know more about me and the fact that I get it, and I've probably been where you are or been where you've been. But there is a way to, to reduce the chaos and the clutter, and to live a simpler life, and to still be happy and whole. So, so thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. And we'll see you in the next video of this series.